Well, it's a little bit different than you would expect because I have a lot of background. As you probably saw, a few of my friends here over the years. I've lost a few down here, but I still got a lot left. And to come back with all these memories that I have of running a horse called Cornstalk Road and a horse called Dross that won a birthday day gift for my buddy Greg Hudson, and the times I had with Cooley Hudson, to start at the bottom of this that many years ago and get to this spot and have a Derby horse that's actually a contender. Yeah, I have a lot of respect for the Derby, and I had a lot of respect for Bluegrass Stakes, and I said I'd never bring a horse to either race if I didn't think I had a legitimate shot. And I think after today I feel like I have a legitimate shot. And you can tell from my jockey, and you're soon to find out from my trainer, I'll put these two up against anybody else's pair they're bringing. This is a hell of a pair to draw to, I can tell you that. I mean, most people, when I bought my first mare with Seth Hancock, he said, what do you expect out of this? I said, well, I'm patient. I'd like to have a horse in the Derby someday with a shot. And I had a big shot in the Oaks and ran third. And I've always wanted the Bluegrass Stakes because that was when I really decided at UK I wanted to own horses someday. So there's a lot of history for me in it, and this has been a great ride. And as I said to Jeff when I walked over here, I said I'm going to enjoy the ride for the next 4 weeks. I'm going to treat every day as if I've got the winner, because the last race only lasts 2 minutes, but I got 4 or 5 weeks in front of me that could be super, and everybody's treated me great. I love the way we were treated here, and listen, horse racing's been one beneficiary of the pandemic. You can see the handle. Louisville's about to become the center of racing, I think, again, which means Kentucky's going to be. And you're going to see things at Turfway Park and things here. And all of you who've covered this for a long time are going to see a real change. And it makes me feel special that I've known Tommy for over 20 years. And talking to his daughter today, you got to be proud of your dad. I tell him, I'm kind of like your uncle. And he's done everything I could ask a nephew to do. And I hope you guys will treat him accordingly, because he's superb and he's completely humble. Well, if I go over to my handicapping days, and I never take anything for granted, I was a little upset as I kidded Brian that we didn't break the track record, because we came within a fifth or second or something, I think, pretty close to it, and I feel pretty good about that. Here's the way I look at it. I look at the races that he's run, and I've seen a lot of good horses over the years come to Churchill Downs. I don't necessarily think the horses he's run against are a whole lot better than what we've run against and what we've beaten handily. I think that most of us would say Uncle Chuck was overrated yesterday. But the rest of them, if you look at their times and you look at their races, they're not far off. I mean, I think Shared Sense is a good horse. He ran good, good the last time. We had a good crew run the time before, and that's all you can look at. And when you look at times and you look at finishes and stuff like that, what I will tell you is this: I know Barkley pretty well because he sits near me at Saratoga. He's a phenom. And I'm not allowed to tell how old he is, but for those of you who know, he's a phenom. And for me to be in the company of a gentleman like him is really special. And I just hope the horse does what he's been doing: stay happy, stay together. And for those unsung heroes, Jose, who brings him to the track, works for Tommy with him every day, takes my love, Eleanor, out and gets to take him out there and let him graze. It's fun to watch. It warms my heart. And there are no bad stories here with our threesome. We get along great. We started out with an idea. We pretty well stuck to the pattern, and we're going to stick to it to one more race. And I like the fact we're local boys. All you guys from Louisville, I hope you're rooting for us, because it would be a nice story for Louisville if we were to win it. I've been around politics and been near there a lot over the years, but to me, that's a day where you're probably pretty easy to lose your head and what do you say, and maybe not even be able to come up with the right thing. You guys did a great job today. I mean, it's hot, it's humid. It's everything I remember about Ellis Park in the old days, but I was in a short t-shirts then. But they did a superb job in putting this together, and I couldn't be prouder of them.